Are you reluctant, hesitant, or even fearful to give your top performers feedback to help them improve? I've got some tips to help you move past your reluctance and give your top performers feedback to help even the best performer improve. Helping top performers improve. You know, when I think about the sports world and the business world, I believe there's times when the sports world should take some points from the business world and they'd probably be better off. And I think there's times business could learn from sports. Helping top performers improve, that's one of the times I believe business could learn from sports. Think about your favorite team and your top athlete, your top performer. Think about going to their coach and saying to the coach, you know, coach, this person that I'm talking about, they're our top performer. They're the best person that we got. I think they've earned the right, because of their top performance, for us to not really try to help them improve it all. Let them do it on their own. Let's face it, they're way better than everybody else anyway. If you said that to a coach, they would laugh you out of the room, because the coach fully believes, regardless your level of performance, it is their job to help everyone improve. Why then is it in business, in my leadership classes, I have leaders come in and say, Craig, you know, I'm a little hesitant, a little reluctant, a little maybe even fearful of giving my top performers any type of feedback to help them improve. When I say, why is that? They give me a number of reasons. They say, well, Craig, you know, I don't really want to appear unappreciative. Let's face it, this person is doing a great job already. And I'm a little uncomfortable to give them some feedback because, you know, they know more about this than I do. On top of that, I kind of got the luxury of not doing it because, let's face it, we are already meeting our team goals. And, you know, some of these people, I'm not real sure by the way they approach me, they really want any feedback. So I'm not sure they'd be open to it or receive it well. And if I got to be completely honest with you, my biggest fear is that after giving them some points on how they could improve, I'm really fearful that their performance will decrease rather than increase. Well, while there's no absolute universal approach to giving feedback to top performers that will work for everybody in every situation, every time, there are some kind of general guidelines that we can follow that should help you get past your reluctance. The first one is, folks, you will not appear unappreciative if you have done a good job of delivering appreciative feedback when it is deserved over a period of time in a way that they value. So my question to you is, have you? Number two, I know you're uncomfortable doing this. You cannot wait till you are comfortable. Basically, the only way you're going to get comfortable is to convince yourself this is part of your leadership responsibilities to help everybody on the team improve regardless their current level of performance. And once you've adopted that philosophy, deliver the feedback, manage their reactions on the back end, and then constantly tweak and retool your approach so that every time you deliver feedback to that person, you are getting more and more and more on target with your feedback. Number three, nobody is an expert in every area. And there are things that you are expert in that they are not expert in. So can you think about things that fall under the realm of your area of expertise and share them with this person to help them improve their area of expertise? And then the fourth point that I want to make is, when top performers realize they made a mistake, or they realize that there's something they could have been doing that they weren't, that would have increased their performance, they beat themselves up way more than you ever could with your feedback. So please realize that part of their reaction to the feedback is really not about you. It's about them recognizing that there's an area that they could be better in. And because they are so demanding on themselves, it to them is disappointing, it's upsetting, and maybe it's a little embarrassing. And to be completely honest with you, some of the embarrassment may come if you deliver the message, hey, this person had to tell me this, and I'm so sharp, I probably should have figured this out on my own. So some of the embarrassment comes from that. But please realize also that your ultimate objective is not to have some warm, fuzzy meeting. Your ultimate objective is to very sensitively, in a helpful way, deliver a message to somebody to help them improve. Now, having said that, top performers are different than other performers in a number of ways. One way is that they demand more of themselves. They obviously are giving you a higher level of performance. They strive for perfection, and they have an increased scrutiny of their own performance. How they are not different than other people, but they are very similar, is that they have blind spots. Now, what's a blind spot? A blind spot is something we don't see in ourselves, but other people readily see. Well, what's the personality type most inclined to act on a blind spot once it is revealed? Somebody who takes pride in their work, somebody who wants to be the best, somebody who doesn't want to have any blind spots. Top performers. So you got to realize these are the people who are most inclined to take action on the feedback that you're giving them. And as such, this may be your biggest sell, your easiest sell as it relates to feedback. And it may be your greatest return on investment that you've ever made as it relates to feedback, because you're giving it to a top performer who is only going to perform even higher. Next week, in part 2 of helping top performers improve, I'll talk about how to deliver this feedback and what specific behaviors to focus on. That's my perspective. What's yours? Swing by our website, leave us a comment or a question. Check out other videos like this, and if you like this one, please pass it on. It's been a pleasure being with you. Till next time, see ya.